Prepare your LED strips. The connection points of the wires to the LED strip should be insulated securely, for example, with the help of heat shrink tubes. Connect all the positive wires from the LED strips together. Connect them to the positive output of your susceptible power supply. Route the negative wires to the controller. Check each LED strip. To do this, alternately connect the negative wire to the minus terminal of the power source. Make sure everything is done correctly, there are no short circuits, and the power of the LED strip for each of the steps does not exceed 400 milliamps. Make sure there is no closure. Turn on each lamp one by one to make sure everything is properly connected and working. Dear friends, wiring of LED strips and sensors for models CS-26 and CS-26LCD is the same. Therefore, in the video you see the CS-26 model. Take the controller. Strip the amount of wires you need from the insulation, equal to the number of steps, carefully insulate the other wires and fold them. The minimum required number of stair lights is 4. Maximum is 26. Connect the wire of your first step to the output of out, the wire of your last step to the exit of out. Wires from your 2 and so on the steps connect to the outputs out respectively. Insulate the wire connection. Connect the wires from the luminaires to a susceptible power source. After connecting the wires to your luminaire, check that the connection is correct. Click the down button. The light should turn on from the first step to the last. Click up to turn off. Then press the up button, the light should turn on from the last step to the first. Press the down button to turn off. Make sure that the power of the lamp of one step does not exceed the recommended 0.4 ampere. For lamps or LED strips DC volt, the power is not more than 5 watts, for DC volt lamps, not more than 10 watts. Connect the red wires of the sensors to the +5V output. Connect the green wire of the sensor installed above, near the step connected to output 26, to the digital input up, and connect the green wire of the sensor installed below, near the step connected to the output out, to the input down. Connect the black wires of the sensors to the common wire from a strict of Olympia power source. Connect I strict of Olympia power. Viroelectric sensors require from 30 to 90 seconds to warm up. At this time there are several spontaneous inclusions of the system. Sensors at this time do not respond to movement. Check the operation of the system with the sensors connected. Please, when connecting, follow the wire requirements described in the user manual.
Connect the output V key of the sensor to the output plus 5V of the controller. The output NID to the output V. Connect the output of the sensor DO to the input of the controller photosensor.
Turn on the power. After connecting the light sensor, it is necessary to activate it in item 1 of the settings menu. To activate the sensor, go to the first item of the settings menu. To do this, click the Setup button. Then press the Up button. Pressing the Down button deactivates the sensor. If the sensor is active, the yellow LED on the controller body is lit. Then press the Setup button until you exit the settings menu and see the inscription Right Settings OK. The light sensor has no housing. It is designed for hidden installation under the elements of the core. For example, under the plinth, door lining or window frame. For the sensor to work, it is enough to bring the photocell out through a hole with a diameter of 6/8 mm. The sensitivity level of the sensor is adjusted using a trimmer resistor. Do not install the sensor near your staircase, as the light from the steps may cause the sensor to turn off the system. If the light level in the room is above the set limit, the display will show the relevant information. In this case, the sensors will not be pulled and information about the state of the sensors on the display will not be available. The duty steps will be turned off. To enter the settings menu, you need to click the Setup button. Change the values for each item by pressing the up and down keys. After successively selecting all menu items, the system will write the selected parameters into memory and exit the settings menu. Activate or deactivate the light level sensor. Yellow indicator on sensor is active. Item 2 of the menu allows you to select the number of steps you need. Use the up and down buttons.
If you use less than 26 steps and have not chosen the number of steps corresponding to yours, when you turn on and off the light, you will have a delay between turning on and off the last and penultimate steps.
Customize. Adjust the brightness of the first and last steps in standby mode from 0 to 100%. Use the up and down buttons. Setting the speed of inclusion. Use the up and down buttons. Set the desired time before turning off after the last sensor activation. Press and hold down up adjust buttons. The indicator will be filled with dots. Release the setup button but continue to hold down up until the display shows reboot. Please wait. Turn off and turn on the system. Reset completed. The 7th menu item allows you to select the type of sensors used. To select the type of sensors, press the down button sequentially. The type of sensor used for top, up, and bottom (DD) is shown on the display. Per pyroelectric sensors or any other with a high-level total signal, plus free. Plus 5V when motion is detected. OS ultrasonic rangefinder. Press the down button until you see the desired configuration. Then click the Setup button. The system will save the settings and exit the settings menu. When using pyroelectric sensors, menu items 8 and 9 are not available. In the 7th item of the settings menu, set the type of sensors used at the top and bottom. To do this, consistently press the down button until you get the desired configuration. After that, click the Setup button. If 1 or 2 ultrasonic sensors are selected, then the 8th and 9th items of the settings menu will be added to set the triggering distance for switching on the steps. Set the switching distance in centimeters for each sensor. After completing the settings, turn off and on the power to reboot the system. After the power is turned on, the pyroelectric sensor is blocked for 90 seconds. During this time, when it is triggered, the display will show "Bay blocked." 1 or 2 ultrasonic sensors are selected, then the 8th and 9th items of the settings menu will be added to set the triggering distance for switching on the steps. Set the switching distance in centimeters for each sensor. Thanks for watching.